Well, hi there. We're in Moose Lake, Minnesota. We're getting ready to ride for a multi-day ride here. We're going up to Duluth today, and then we're going to head up the North Shore a little ways and come back to Duluth. Spend 2 nights in Duluth and then come back here to Moose Lake and home. It's a Wednesday, so we'll be out here on Friday. It's getting hot again in the Twin Cities, so we thought we'd cool off and enjoy this trail. It's the William Munger Trail, Moose Lake Depot and Fire Museum. So we're going to start here. Nice place to park our cars. I called the police department. They know we're staying here for a couple nights with the car. So anyway, we're all set, I think, to go. You all ready, Julie? Yep, Julie's all ready. So I think we're getting there and we're going to be heading off. Come join us.
Our bikes are all ready, loaded down with gear. We have our matching Katy Trail bike shirts on and we're ready to go from Moose Lake.
And we're off out of Moose Lake on this sort of shared path with the Sioux Line and the William Munger Trail. Since we were here last, they actually painted a line and separated ATVs from bikes. Nice little start to the trip. Here we go. Well, we're coming to our first town of the trip, Barnum. I'm not really sure, never been here before. This must be a way off the town itself, I'm guessing. I don't see, oh, there's the city. So, pay attention here and not get killed going across the highway. So, trailhead's a little bit out of town. I'm not really sure what's in town. Don't need to stop, we'll just keep going. Coming up on a, yeah, it looks like a little creek or a river. I'm not sure which one it is. Well, we're moving along pretty good. Trail's in great shape. It's real pretty. It's amazing. You're not too far from Highway 61, but you can hear the cars occasionally. But for the most part, there's so many trees and stuff, brush, that you can't really see the highway or see the cars. So it makes you feel like you're out here all by yourself. I've only seen a couple of walkers and one bicyclist so far. We're a little over 8 miles into the trip.
Julie looking for a spot to stop. She wanted to stop someplace where there's some wild roses, and she did. She found one and we stopped and had some snacks and some water.
Well, I'm not quite sure where we're at, but there's a little market and playground here. So about 10 miles, 11 miles and change or so into our trip. It's good to know for our return journey that there's something we can get food at if we need to. So much nicer to be going 12, 13 miles an hour and enjoying the scenery that you'd just be blasting past at 75, 80 miles an hour or higher these days, it seems like. That's why I like bike touring. Get to see the countryside, get to enjoy it, get to see things you wouldn't see racing by at high speeds. Well, I think we just must have crossed over one of the divides, continental divides or whatever, at least from the Mississippi to the south, and then from this way to Lake Superior and out to the Atlantic. So, because I saw the creek was flowing the other way, so I think we must be sort of moving our way, going downhill a bit to Duluth. But a beautiful, beautiful section of trail. Just see these wildflowers, hopefully. that I'm riding past. Really enjoying that. For this little stretch, just right through a bunch of pine trees. Just smells so fresh, kind of like being out in the old Sierra Nevada in California. Kind of reminds you of that same smell, the same crispness to the air. Just a beautiful way to enjoy life, smelling that and bringing back those good memories.
Time for another rest stop, and of course we had some wild roses, watching the bumblebees roll around in the pollen.
Well, we're just about in here to the town of Carlton. We're going to stop here for some lunch. It's kind of about our halfway point, maybe a little further, probably about 24 miles by the time we get there. The Streetcar Cafe, I believe, is the one we're going to eat at. I'd read it had a walleye wild rice burger that really kind of caught my attention. So we don't usually like to stop this early, but this is really the last place to grab a bite to eat before you get to Duluth.
In Carlton, there's a split in the trail from the William Munger and the Alex Laveau Memorial Bike Trail, which I never heard of, but I think it goes to Superior, Wisconsin. We diverted from the trail a bit and went to the Streetcar Cafe and had some beer and the walleye rice burger.
Coming up on the St. Louis River here. Yeah. And all the kayaks up there. Yeah. It does look low.
Shortly after the St. Louis River, the trail goes through the J. Cook State Park, which is a beautiful place, and there was a lot of ski trails, hiking trails that intersected with the bike trail. The trail from J. Cook State Park down the hill into Duluth was quite lush, a lot of wildflowers out. The forest changed in nature, more North Shore type of forest. I had to get a video of me riding and showing off my new handlebar bag that I got for Father's Day. A vast improvement over the wet bag I was using on the Katy. Nice view of Ellie's Peak, I believe. These old railroad cuts that the trails go through on this way down to Duluth are very famous, and we've seen them in many different YouTube videos, but they were still quite spectacular. All total, we ended up going through 4 different cut areas that the old railroad went through.
Pretty nice, huh? Well, I thought we'd gone past it, but there it is, Spirit Mountain ski area. For Duluth, we skied there a few times. It's a nice little mountain, nothing too spectacular as far as runs go. Well, it looks like we're coming to the end of our trail here. Now we gotta weave our way through the streets of Duluth the rest of the way to get to Canal Park. After some water and a break there to look at the map and figure out what the heck we're doing,
Now we go down Grand Street here. Looks like there's a sidewalk a bit, so we'll use that. Well, this is the official bike route. Seen the signs. Boy, this road just sucks though. We should be turning pretty soon on the South Central. This is Raleigh. You can see all the railroad tracks that the trains bringing the iron ore off the iron range, bring them down here to the ships. So we're just kind of weaving our way through here, kind of a Mickey Mouse type of thing. Not the you gotta take your time. They got signs, but they're pretty spread out, so using with Ride with GPS tracking, I pre-tracked the route, so just doing that. They had us on the street over there. I don't know, there was a bike path there, but as you can tell, we're just kind of using the sidewalks as much as we can. Well, it's pretty wanky and still is. We ran into some construction. Michigan Street is all torn up, and they have some temporary bike lanes, but they keep crossing over, and then they have construction equipment right in the middle of it, so a little dangerous.
Nice to finally be back on a real bike path. Here we're going over Interstate 35. You can see Duluth Harbor ahead of us, and to the right you can see where the iron ore boats fill up. Finally seeing a skyline of Duluth itself, downtown Duluth. Rolling into the Canal Park area of Duluth. There you can see the Amsoils Stadium. That's where the Duluth Bulldogs ice hockey team plays.
Well, rolling into our hotel here. Well, all in all, a great ride, a beautiful ride, except for that last little bit through town was a little bit of a pain, but we made it safe. It's like about 46 miles or so, just like the map planning told me.
After getting cleaned up in our hotel, we headed to the back patio to enjoy some wine and a beautiful day in Duluth. Mid-80s, clear skies, just a wonderful day to relax and enjoy. Our ride was a touch over 46 miles today. We really enjoyed the William Munger Trail. Getting through Duluth was a bit of a hassle, but overall it was a wonderful ride and very enjoyable. We look forward to tomorrow going up the North Shore ways. As always, thank you for watching our video. Like it if you liked it. Please comment and subscribe below. We'd love to have you subscribe and come along with us on our other adventures.